Welcome to Rocky's Reality. Get ready for unfiltered and unapologetic culture, entertainment, relationships, and a little bit of politics on Motor City Woman Radio. Follow Rocky's Reality on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. In the meantime, let's go.
Let's go. Welcome back to Rocky's Reality, everyone. I know it has been a while since I have seen you all. You have seen me. Missed you all. I am grateful I survived COVID, y'all. Woo! So I'm glad to be here. Remind you, one of my original board ops.
Hey, what's going on?
Mind you, it's gonna be 5 years next year.
It will be. I
What
remember
about-
when you first started.
I came a long way, Jesus. My girl Vanita called me today, like, you know, came a long way like Virginia Slims. I love it. I love it. So
Straight outcast line, huh?
I love it, love it. I love it. I love it. One of my favorite duos, by the way. So welcome to Rocky's Reality, everyone. Just in a moment, we will have the Monie Love joining us. I'm uber excited. Shout out to my boy John Joubert for an iconic entertainment group, and Maisha Hendricks for getting this together. I'm just really excited to have her on. If you don't know, like I had to tell my kids, Google Monie Love if you don't know who she is. She is one of the dopest MCs, rap pioneer. She's now a radio host in Atlanta, and she's been in Philly as well. But and then she's coming out with a new album next year. We'll talk about that when she comes. And then also she has a new song out now. And then the hottest shit that's going on, everybody love reality TV. We've been watching Marriage Boot Camp. You've been watching Marriage Boot Camp, Maju? Getting ready?
Yeah, I definitely have. I've been watching this whole season. It's been pretty interesting for sure.
Okay. So Maju is, if y'all don't know, he's engaged to be married. He'll be married in 2023. What's the date, Maju?
Memorial Day weekend 2023.
Okay. So y'all gonna have people with the barbecue, with the barbecue, the backyard barbecue.
Actually, yeah, we're gonna have like one big little reception probably on Sunday, and then that Monday probably have like a family barbecue, just a part 2 type
I
deal.
love it. So what have you picked up from Marriage Boot Camp since you've been watching, Maju? Because actually for me, I have to say it is therapeutic. It's a great show. Shout out to Dr. Ish Major and Judge Lynn Toller gets them together. You know when she come in the room, somebody about to get the riot act. She about to get them together. So what have you picked up from it? For me, I've picked up some communication things that my husband and I can work on. So what were some episodes that stood out to you, Maju?
It's a few. The one where Nori tried to outsmart the games, that's because he watched the show before he went on there. That's terrible because he's not really he's not actually learning anything except for the one where they did the practice with the little kids and the bricks. That's the only time he opened up for real.
Yeah.
The situation with Molly was crazy by itself. Him and the young lady from Houston, that was pretty bad.
Treasure,
yes, that's her name.
Treasure.
That was terrible.
Man,
He ended up getting indicted for the little sex ring he had going on.
yeah, and I believe he looks like a human trafficker. He does. He looked like a molester, human trafficker. And I ain't gonna say because he is of Middle Eastern descent, right? So
I believe so.
And we know how they do with women. I mean, I'm not trying to be, racist, but we know how they treat women. It's not the best. So that whole little situation.
Weird how he tried to play it like, well, I didn't make her do it or put a gun in her head. She wanted to do it.
And we be talking about a year now. Y'all ain't been talking. And then wait a minute, Dr. Ish had to come tell him, like, you can't stay here. You got to go. You got to go now. So that shit, I thought that shit was hilarious. Nori and his man, Noriega. What y'all? Come on now. Now I love me some Capone and Noriega. Shout out to Noriega. He's currently the host of Drink Champs. So I love his show, but I love him from back in the day as far as his rapping. But Noriega, like, stop doing Neri like that. Stop being so damn controlling. He
Yeah,
was
but
a
she
mess.
allow herself to be controlled.
That's true. This is true. This is true. So another couple for me, Amber and Sir Brock.
I was just about to ask you about them too.
Look, Sir Brock. It's okay if you gay. Like just be honest. Just be honest. This whole I'm bisexual and I mean it is what it is. If you are okay, but I think for me, I think he gay and he just, kind of going along to get along. I don't know. I mean, I Alex said they've been together since they were teenagers. So when you get together with somebody at that young, maybe he was still going through his identity crisis, or I don't know. It seemed like he's still on the fence about some things, and that might be why Amber is not fully into the relationship with her having 2 babies on them and all that. They were the most entertaining though for me, I have to say.
Yeah, they were for sure. I mean, but he lost his mom and he had a lot going on, so I don't think he
Okay.
healed from that. It's
Okay.
just a lot they got going on. Them two personally is just hilarious. All Alex did bring to the table that she don't think they for real either, especially being that they were in the same predicament 10 years ago on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. So
they was fighting and beefing back then like they were on Marriage Boot Camp.
yep.
And can we talk about? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was saying ain't nothing changed. It's the same thing. Like it should have been done by now. They shouldn't even be a topic, but it's probably a money grab.
Yes, I mean we know, a lot of people go on the shows, to earn some money. So I ain't mad at it. My thing is, how is it Marriage Boot Camp and ain't nobody on there married but Noriega and his wife? Because I don't think Monie is married to Tough. I'm gonna ask her when she joins us. I don't think her and Tough are married. Treasure and Molly definitely weren't married. They weren't even a damn couple. They were a fake couple. That was a whole shenanigans. And who else? Yeah,
that was it. Shoot, but you guys think about previous seasons. It's only been maybe a few of the couples that have been actually married for real. A lot of people just been dating for a long time or soon to be engaged, or it was like that with the Waka Flocka season. I don't think all the couples were married.
Okay. Well, see, I haven't watched as much, so I guess I was confused because I was like, this is supposed to be Marriage Boot Camp. I mean, ain't it supposed to be for married people? But speaking of married people, Stevie J and my girl Faith Evans. So was you telling me that Stevie J trying to get alimony from Faith? Don't he got money? I'm sorry.
At least that's what I thought.
You the hitman.
Yeah, that's
from
what
Bad
I
Boys.
Part of the hitman.
So why is you asking Faith Evans for money?
I mean, he
I
got
don't like it. Do you think men should be able to get alimony?
Huh?
Do you think men should be able to get alimony, or I think it's called palimony?
I listen. I don't know that situation at all. I guess.
What?
No, I don't know.
What you mean you don't know?
I mean, I can't speak on it. If they together and he ain't got nobody, he asking for it. I'm out of it. I don't.
You better not ask for Alex money if y'all get. Well, y'all not gonna get divorced. I'm not even gonna put that out there.
No.
Don't be asking for no money.
I'm not, because we going in there broke.
Look,
we going in there at the bottom. So when we go at the top, it's gonna be like, what was that? Why did I get married to?
Look now.
Gavin and and what's her name? And Patricia. Gavin and Patricia. Unless she got some book money she had, and then I want my cut.
Look, that's
there.
what I'm talking about though. If she acquires some money, if Alex when Alex become this big time journalist, don't be trying to come for her coin.
But ain't she gonna try to come for mine?
Look,
I'm lost here. Hold
on.
I
don't like it. I don't like it when men ask for money. I don't like it. I do feel like women should earn our own money, but I just don't like. It just seems kind of bitch ass to me when men are expecting money from women. I don't like. Of course, a couple, we should grow together, pool our resources. But when it comes to divorce, just like Mary J. Blige's husband, you shouldn't have been asking for shit. Like seriously,
especially to be an exec and all that. I figured I didn't think he would be either, but.
But Stevie J, you shouldn't be asking Faith for no money. Like seriously, come on now.
He was just on growing up hip hop too, so I know he got checks coming in. But
And he's probably getting royalties from Bad Boy. He's part of the original. What was it? The Hitman,
Hitman, yep.
Stevie Hitman.
It was
Lord,
with Diddy. It was with
yeah, back in the day when Diddy was when Notorious
Fat.
B.I.G.
It was Stevie J, Mo Fat. It was like 5 of them. I can't remember. It was like 5 of them though.
Squad or something like that. So you should have some money, Stevie J. You should have some money from the royalties, unless if you
A
done
lot
ain't
of
sorted it
kids.
up.
You don't know what his child support look like. He out in California too.
Okay, Marshall,
No, I'm just listen. The rules in Michigan is different than they are in California.
you advocating for the man, Marshall.
Listen,
Okay.
somebody got to stand up for us. That's what you gave me
Marshall,
on, in my opinion.
look, I know, I ain't bad at it. I mean, you know what? I got mixed feelings. I just feel like
I
a woman,
too.
yes, support your man, but look, when it comes to certain things, don't be asking me for no money, bro. Like, come on, we divorced. Take your shit. I'm gonna take my shit, and let's keep it moving. But when you,
Been married what 5 years?
no, it's only been like 3, if that.
That was a quick 3 years.
That was a quick, yeah. I mean,
They got married just before COVID.
it was 2018. 2018, I believe. Yep, it's been 3 years.
So was that really love?
Now that's something I can't speak on. I don't know what. I think it was delayed lust or some shit. Maybe they was just like digging each other for years, and
That's creepy. So I always look at it like, oh, y'all waited to get on faith when Biggie died.
I mean, mind you, but Biggie been dead he been dead almost 30 years. So what you want?
His principalities.
What was 97? When did Biggie die? 97?
97, yes.
Okay, so what we
Yeah,
can't. Okay, so that's another question. So if you've been dead for almost 30 years, it was to death do you part. None of your, I mean, we don't even know if they was boys. I don't even know the nature of.
I'm just being petty, but
you just been.
yeah, you don't like my girl, even in the grave. I'm on you. The statute of limitations ain't up. It ain't the 25th year yet.
Okay, next year will be 25 years.
Yep.
Okay, so it ain't been almost 30. My bad. I'm bad at math. That's why I'm a writer. That's why I do this. Okay, well, I mean, but when you want your girl to be happy? But I don't even know if him and Stevie J again was boys per se.
For
but
sure.
They just knew each other.
Yeah, I mean, it probably was a producer rapper relationship.
Right. So I mean, it's fair game.
Yeah.
But either way, it's a hot ass mess. So what else is going on? As we wait for Monie to join, we're going to go into her single in a little bit. Divine with her is her first single, and I want to say like, almost 20 years. This album she's got coming out in 2022, that'll be like her first album in like almost 30 years. Like In a Word or Two, that came out back in 2002, her last album. So that's she gonna be coming back hard. I can't wait. So why don't we go ahead? But I appreciate you, Maju. I mean, I be passionate about it. So
listen, I really wanted to get you and Alex in here to take on that alimony. That'd have been lovely.
Okay, ask her what she got. What she got? Come on, what? I ain't giving you my money. I'll kill you first. I give you my money. Look, you already share money during the marriage. Why do you need my money afterwards?
You don't. That's the point. You don't. Exactly. My check. That's just it is what it is.
Everyone, this is Alex Washington. This is Maju fiance. So, what y'all think about prenups, though? That's what I'm concerned about, because Stevie J and Faith, y'all ain't had no prenup.
I believe in prenups. I believe in postnups. I believe in protecting yourself. When it comes to wealth and legacy, I feel like you protect yourself. I feel like so much has been snatched before, from other people, that we don't need to snatch from each other. So I strongly believe in the acquisition of property, and I feel like other people do it all the time to protect themselves from the IRS. So it's way more
It's a
to
bigger
it than
game.
just it's
we-
different.
Okay, wait a minute. So a post-nup, does that mean you just arrange it after y'all got married?
Prenup after your nuptials, so postnup.
Okay, so why is that different from a prenup then?
Oh, because for example, one lady who got a postnup on one of the Housewives series got it after her husband cheated on her. So she had a postnup done to say that if cheating happens again, this financial
Yes, Ashley of Housewives of Potomac. That is one of the ones that I watch. Okay, right. Okay,
Terrible.
okay.
look, it's protections. I
Did
get
you
it.
say terrible? Maju, how's that terrible though? She
'Cause
don't want having a baby.
I get it, but who
Hypodermy.
had them babies by herself?
He trying to have them with somebody else, so that's the point.
Then
See the thing, y'all gotta admit though, Maju, you have to admit women are in a more vulnerable position than men. We are.
for sure.
I mean, come on now. Let's it's a man like what's his name said, it's a man's world.
Okay.
James Brown, it's a man's world, wouldn't be nothing without a woman's touch. But even though women, we have come a long way, it's still a long way to go. And
For
a lot of times laws and stuff are still, this is why I feel passionate about it. Because a lot of times society, not even just laws, formal laws, but societal norms and laws and ways of life cater to men.
I agree. It's going to be that way for sure. And then on the totem pole, it's
Yeah, you say it's gonna be that way.
it ain't. Listen, I'm just here to play the game. I can't, But I think watching the one show that has like opened my eyes to a lot of that stuff is watching. Have you ever seen Love and Marriage Huntsville?
Yeah, I saw some clips, and that I almost said that nigga.
Listen, you said
And y'all know who I'm talking about. What is it, Martell? He is a scoundrel.
that Monie Love coming in.
Oh, coming in. He's just okay. So, right, yeah. Let's get her to. Ooh, child, that Love and Marriage Huntsville. Woo, woo.
Wi-Fi. And there we go. Okay. So
Right,
we should.
right.
Hi.
Hi.
Let me just try to center this.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Ooh, that should be good.
Right. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Thank you for joining me.
Uh-huh.
I am uber excited. Thank you so much. Did you just get off air in Atlanta?
No, I just fought the traffic to get out of the city.
You know what? That traffic in Atlanta
Mm-hmm.
is horrendous. How do you do it? My sister stays in Atlanta, and actually my daughter goes to Spelman, and that traffic.
Yeah, it can definitely be quite gruesome.
It's terrible. So welcome, Monie Love, everyone. Welcome to Monie Love, rap pioneer, FemC, now radio host. I just want to say thank you, Monie, for joining me. Shout out to John Joubert for making this happen. I know we had to rearrange some things, and I had to pull out my Monie Love shirt to represent. So I really appreciate you joining me. Again, you are part of was the soundtrack to my life. As far as just hip hop and just the culture. So I really thank you for being a cultural creator instead of a culture vulture, because there is a difference.
Right.
So and I love how you speak out about that. I love how you've always been vocal, and I always just looked at you like, damn, she out here doing it. I love it. So I just always admire that about you. And then with you coming from across the pond, as they say, from Britain, I just love it. Out your grandbaby.
I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm talking to Rocky. Okay.
Is that Popsy? Is it?
Mm-hmm. I'm talking to Rocky. Okay.
Because people don't know you a whole glamour out here, a whole hot. Hey, Popsy. Hey, baby. I love it. That's Charlene. That's your oldest.
Yeah, that's her baby. Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love it. So let's get into it. We're gonna play Divine in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm digging Divine. And I just want to ask, what took you so long to come back? We've been waiting on you. I know you've been touring. But what took you so long to come back with new music? What was like the moment where you was like, okay, I need to get some new music out here. It's time.
Just friends basically that remained in the business, being on. So
Oh, I didn't hear you right. You said what? You went out right there.
yeah, it's just basically people that I'm trying to fix this thing. Basically people that are still in the business and remained in the business and obviously are still friends with me, and they'll say things like, we know you still create, so you should just give us what you create and we'll go ahead and put it out and service it and stuff, and you don't have to worry about the business. I don't really like what the music industry, the politics of it, what it turned into, and that's pretty much why I stepped back.
Yep, absolutely. I believe it, but I'm glad you're back because we need you on the mic. We need your skills. I know it's a few youngins out here, but no one will measure up to the days of you, MC Light, Queen Latifah, Salt and Pepper, Nikki D, Roxanne Shante, people like that. No one will ever measure up to that. So who is the producer on Divine? When I was hearing that beat, I'm like, who did the beat?
Baby Paul pretty much was in charge of that production. So yeah, he fueled the vibe of the whole song. I would most certainly say.
I love it. Shout out to Baby Paul, Baby Peasy. Shout out to him and Super MC. So while I'm on that, how did you connect with Iconic Management?
That again would be a Baby Paul thing.
Okay.
Yeah, because they've been doing a tremendous amount of work together over the last few years. So Paul is the middleman. Yeah, in a minute. Paul is the middleman in that, and he figured that it would be a good home for Divine and a good home for things to do with me. Yes, Popsy, I'm talking to Rocky. Okay.
Hold on, Pops. We only got 15 minutes. We only got 15 minutes. So how? What is Divine? I was listening to it, and it sounded like y'all giving ode to some of your ancestors and your moms and how you were raised. So is that kind of the gist of the song, Divine?
Yeah, you pretty much hit the nail on the head. More so, I would say to the elder. There's always kind of like that cornerstone woman in every Black family, that elder. Whether it be a grandma, whether it be a grand aunt, whether it be whatever it is. But there's there's always that person, and so therefore that's who we was vibed to speak to.
Mm-hmm. And I see how Tough was kind of speaking on some things that had happened with his mother, and shout out to Sky Zoo as well. I just love it. So let me ask a little bit about the album now. So Divine is going to be on. Is it Love Struck? Is coming in 2022.
I don't have a specific title as yet. Kind of playing around with that one that you just mentioned, but it's not cemented. It's not written in stone that that's what it is as yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you love struck, Monie? Let's flip to Marriage Boot Camp now. Are you and Tough? Let me just ask, are y'all together? Let me just be real. Because
I respect you for just
on the long song.
I respect that. However, the last episode is tomorrow night, so I'm certainly not going to say that right now.
Okay. So the season finale is coming up. Okay, so
yeah, season finale is tomorrow night at 9 p.m. on WeTV.
Okay, so that was raw as hell. Like watching that show, my husband and I were watching that. Like, oh shit, we need to get ourselves together. Like some of those exercises, they go deep.
Yeah.
You better be serious if you go in there.
Yeah. And the one thing that I most certainly did discover is that it's that particular show. Yeah, baby, I'm coming in a minute. That particular show is not scripted.
Okay, so it's not like that fake reality TV. That was real. No, your facial expressions were telling it. And we saw how Treasure and Molly, how that came out, how they were fake. So that makes
sense. I didn't see that coming. I knew something was wrong, but I didn't actually see that coming. So that was like, oh my God. But yeah, it's not, that particular show is not a scripted show. So all of those exercises and the real raw emotion that was coming from people during those exercises was all real.
Yes. And I love how you were so vulnerable. You talked about how you went through the DV relationship, and that was really eye-opening. You all were really vulnerable. I have to say that you are the exercise with what you went through in your childhood, your worst arguments. So what are some things that you learned about yourself? Because that's what I was sitting there like, this has to be like a whole new chapter for you all going through this process. What is something that you learned about yourself after going through it?
That I have an untapped level of peace that exists that I needed to tap into. And from doing all of these exercises and going through the process of this show and going through everything, going through reliving things of my past relationships and of this one that's featured on this show, I realized that I have a whole nother fathom. If you think of water and you think of seas, I have a whole nother fathom of peace that was untapped until I did this show. And now I have tapped into that level of peace. And, you know, tomorrow night, the season finale, I think is, it was just a great journey. And I think that everybody's going to be really surprised at the ending. But I believe that everything went how it should have and took place how it should have and settled as it should have.
Lord, okay. So for people who are watching live, we pre-recorded this, y'all, because Monie had to fit us into her schedule. So it's going to be, the season premiere is Thursday, December 16th at 9 p.m. Eastern on WeTV.
Yeah.
And you're having a watch party for that down at ATL.
Yeah, there'll be a watch party in Atlanta. My radio station, Kiss 104.1 in Atlanta, is put together a watch party for the season finale. Yes.
Okay. So you're saying we're going to be surprised. So we're going to be surprised by what happens with you and Tough?
You're going to be surprised with all three couples.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll talk about some favorite moments. So I'm only there 10 days, right?
I think my favorite moments, obvious, and it was early in the season. It was the rap battle. That was my favorite because it was cute to see Tough talk by himself, saying, you know, she has a whole bunch of things to say. She's not going to be able to get them all out. Da, 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 da. It was really cute to see him say that and to hear him say that. And I use cute specifically and purposely. Because at the end of the day, you know, regardless to who I am in the kitchen, who I am in the bed, who I am as your daughter's child, who I am as any of that, I'm a beast and I'm a lyricist and I'll rock you and I'll eat your food. Like, really, you didn't think I'd be able to get everything that I wanted to say out? Oh yeah, I squeezed it all into those minimal bars because that's what we do. Yeah, that was interesting, and that was my favorite moment from the whole show.
Yeah, mine too. But also when you talked about the DV, for me that was eye-opening, and I really think that helped a lot of women as well.
Glad.
When
really
you get vulnerable like that.
I'm really glad. I'm really glad that that level of that moment of my vulnerability wasn't in vain. I'm really glad about that. And I would like to think that it helped somebody somewhere.
Yep, absolutely. So let's go back. I want to go back a little bit with you and Tough. How does it affect because you are an established legend, pretty much. I mean, you're an icon, pretty much. I mean, there's no, there's like, whenever someone says Monie Love, people are like, you know, so how was that affecting you all's relationship? Because of course, he's younger than you. So there's a dynamic with that. And then with you already being, like you said, just cutting folks up on the mic, how has that affected you all's relationship? Because he's trying to come up and you've already come up, been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. So how does that affect you all?
Based on what we've been through on the show thus far, and then me watching it play out when everybody else sits and watches it every Thursday night, I really didn't realize how much it affects him in some way. I don't know how exactly. I mean, that would be a perfect question to ask him, but it seems like it affected him somehow. you know.
Well, I'm saying your relationship. How did you see how at times, even like before the show, how that dynamic of you being an established legend and him trying to come up, did it seem like there was some jealousy at times from him or some
Honestly,
resentment
I
at
was so oblivious.
times?
And honestly, I was so oblivious. I didn't peep it. I didn't notice it. I noticed maybe slight bits of it during the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
So all the time in our relationship, no, I never noticed that. And I don't know if that's just me being oblivious or, whatever. But yeah, no, I never really noticed that.
And see, I love how you are an empath for sure, because you were the mama bear of the show. Like it seems
Yeah.
like you were attending to everyone. Treasure getting drunk, and then Brock and Amber cutting up, and then you were
because it's too much noise, and I got like 5 minutes left. He was fine, but now he wants to be heard. Somebody, okay, here comes Charlene right now. Hi, Mom.
I love it, and I love the part when they brought her on too.
Oh yeah, she did her thing. All right, I'm gonna come and get you in a minute, Popsy. Let me just finish this up. Yeah, that was a shock. that was some new guerrilla tactics. They have never done an exercise like that before on Marriage Boot Camp. That was the first time that they decided to do an exercise like that. So that was new and guerrilla-like tactics. But yeah.
Yeah, because your face was like, wait a minute now, I done did all this and that for you. Don't come over here. But I think it was helpful too, because our kids at times do give us a. So what did y'all's daughter think about it? Speaking of kids, what did you and Tuff's daughter think about y'all going on the show? She's 13.
Oh my goodness. Do you think that those 13-year-old kids watch TV? They're on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
They don't even know what the heck a TV is anymore.
Okay, no, well that's good. Okay.
So no, she didn't watch. She didn't pay attention. She just knew that her parents went away to do a TV show, but she really doesn't care.
Okay. And speaking of TikTok,
I think one time is, my teacher saw you guys on TV, and that was it.
Okay. So, and I love your reels that you have on TikTok, by the way, how you be dancing in the kitchen, and so you be getting with it.
It's one of my new pastimes, because I don't have a TikTok account, and I refuse to get a TikTok account. I don't want one. So I'm really glad that Instagram came out with Reels.
Oh, the Reels. Okay.
Yeah, because I get to participate through Reels, and it's fun, and it's lighthearted, and it's some quirky fun, and I am that type of person. So
I love that about you, because you're a Cancer like my sister. So I know you all are like empaths, and y'all love to have a good time. Y'all can cook real well too. So I know we only got a couple more minutes. And again, Monie, I appreciate you for joining me. And once you leave, we'll play Divine. But I wanted to ask you, because I can tell like you have reached this level of maturity now. You could just see it all on you. You 51 looking like 31, by the way. Let's just put that out there. 51 looking 31.
Thank you.
And I want to ask you, how would you describe this chapter of your life? Because it seems like you have flipped over a new chapter.
This is the best. This is I wish I could get like my daughter and all these other women in their 30s and all these women in their 20s even to understand just how magnificent life is going to be when you get past your 40s and you hit that 50. I'm trying to tell you, it is a level of the angels come out and sing in unison about so much. There's so much that you see at this age that you look at it and you're like, that's cute. It's totally not affecting my energy space, but
okay.
Cute. If you see so much now where you're just looking at it like, nice try.
Unbothered.
Like, girl,
totally unbothered.
Listen, Rocky, I was cracking up at myself when I watched the TV show, and I had to, because I usually get on live Twitter. I tweet live during the show, and I use the hashtags, which is usually hashtag hip hop boot camp. And I had to actually say on the live tweet, I was like, I am astonished at my level of unbothered right now.
Yeah.
I was like, my character on this show, aside from when I'm actually involved in the drills, is I'm the biggest snackaholic on this. Every time you see me,
I was about to say you was
snacking.
jumping. Yes,
And it's
yes,
like,
you were.
and
You
it's
was
like,
minding your business like
girl, yes. That
they
is
was tripping.
exactly
You
what
was
it
sitting
is.
on the
Oh my
couch
God.
like,
Yes. Every time the camera was on me, I was cracking up because I was like, wow, I cannot believe that I am this level of unbothered. And I was like, I'm just here snacking. And I was like, I know people must be looking at me like, well, how come she didn't get all big bloat? The fact when she left the show is because you don't see what I'm snacking on. But I had them stacked up in that house with all the trail mixes, all the skinny pop popcorn,
the sugar-free pop.
the sugar-free pop, the sugar-free pop. Like I had them stack up with all the goodies that I know I can have because I'm another thing that I am at this age, Rocky, is very conscious of my body and my physical heritage as far as physical traits of previous family members, what can possibly affect me later on in my life. So, hence the sugarless pop and saltless things. Like I hardly use salt. I hardly use sugar. You know what I'm saying?
And now you can tell by the way your skin is going, but I love how, my daughter's 18 and she teases me about being old. I said, keep living, honey, because when I turned 40, it was like life hit reset. It's like a whole new life. And like you're saying, with 50, it's just like a whole new level. So I've just got one last question, Monie, and I appreciate you so much again. If you could cover or remix one of your favorite songs, what would it be?
It's a song called New Yorican Soul, and it's I am the dark side of the sun, I think it's called, and it was by a large group, like almost cinematic orchestra type group, but they were called they were an assembly of folks, and they were called New Yorican Soul.
And were they out in the 90s?
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm remembering who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just a song that really touched me. And it's a song that really touched me, and it's very sun goddess vibes, moon goddess vibes. It's very, it's very much like that.
Well, yes, Strajay, I love it. Well, I'm looking forward to the album, Monie. Any idea? Is it early 2022?
Yeah, it'll be early. It won't be too late in the year. No.
Okay.
It'll be early.
And finally, they're doing an unsung on you. Which they should have been done.
Early. Yeah, that'll also be early. It's actually really good. Like, as a fan of the show, they did a really good job. They did a good job because they sent me something to look at, to view it and give them my critique before they go ahead, and it really looks good. They did a really good job. They were very thorough. I didn't think they'd ever be able to do one on me for the simple reason that I've never really seen the show travel out of the country before, and in order to do my story, you would most certainly have to travel outside the country. But Rocky, lo and behold, they did.
They got the money. They can do it. They got the money.
They traveled.
TV1 got the money.
Yep, they traveled outside of the country and they got it done, and it looks really good. Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm looking
and
forward.
That'll be out within the early part of the year also.
Okay, so shout out to TV1 for that. And Divine is out now. Is a video coming soon? I saw something about video.
The New Year's. So when we're all counting down the ball drop to cross over into the new year, I'll be counting that down. But at the same time, I'll be counting down the video drop, because the video drops when the ball does.
Okay. So at midnight on New Year's Day, pretty much.
Yeah.
Before it's gonna be out. Okay. And then possibly Love Struck. Okay. I like that Love Struck though. I like the blooming and all of that, the hashtags you have.
I might stick with it,
I love it. I love it because we will be love struck, because I had to look up your last album, A Word or Two. That was 2002.
Yeah.
the last album.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh, that was almost 30 years. So in a way, this
Yeah.
is kind of like an anniversary of that coming
Absolutely.
back in
Mhm.
2022. So Moni, where can people find you? Well, tomorrow this is boot camp, 9 o'clock
Yeah. Season
on
finale.
WeTV,
Mhm.
season finale, and we're gonna be surprised, you said.
Yes.
So I'm gonna make sure I get my popcorn and be
Mhm.
watching. And then where can people follow you and find you? Or are you gonna be touring soon? Anything like that? Anything coming up?
There's no tour, but I do travel and do shows quite a lot. So just basically, check my pages to find out, when if and when I'll be coming to a city near you. And on all social network platforms, it's the same tag. It's at the real Monie Love. So DA real Monie Love on every platform.
I love it. I love it. So thank you again. And give Poopsie Popsy a hug and kiss for me. He's adorable. How old is he? 4?
Certainly. He just turned 4 on Saturday.
I love it. I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah.
Enjoyable.
He just had his 4th birthday.
I love it. Now you
Yeah.
can be a grandma and sit back and laugh as he tortures your daughter for all this shit that I always say my kids are my mama's revenge.
Yeah, that's exactly what they are. That's
And
exactly what they are.
everything I did to my mother, my daughter does to me 3 times. So
Yes, yes.
but
That's how it
thank
works.
you. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Thanks, Rocky.
You're welcome. Thanks for joining. Okay, Maju. So let's go ahead and play Divine. Let's get into that. So, folks, if y'all haven't heard already, this is Monie Love's latest new single, Divine. It's of course featuring her, Sky Zoo, and Tough, who is on marriage boot camp with her. So let's go into that.
But it's best when it's from the heart, and everything that comes to the light is from the dark places. I would go in my head as I embark. How could a family so close knit just grow apart? My genes stronger than Levi, roots deeper than thoughts. Watching me while I'm threading the needle with street smart. Subconsciously, I remember everything I was taught. I'm the apprentice, you were the seamstress. Tailor-made threads by my head when I seem stressed. Reap what you sow, planting seeds. You help me welcome a new me. Closest I'll get to Jenna is at the feet of my Umi. I wish you and my pop got along better, cause that relationship set the tone for these songs. Never quite learned how to treat a woman. That verbal abuse grew me. Took losing my mother and sister before I truly understood the powers the women I love gave me. And though I lost love, she's still the mother of my baby. Only men could raise men, but you in the streets raised me, praying over me while I sleep, and God saved me.
Ruby, I could hope to be what you were to me. Nurtured 3, JAUSA, one just wouldn't leave. Father me and bad to see this UK, South London where my roots lay. Like saying I'm from Brooklyn, what you say. Visits every summer fill me up a heavy plate. Energy amplifying, decline since I was 8. Journey to being great, you my start though, my heart flow. Creatively designed to leave my mark though. I know I met with many a challenge, enough to break abroad, but I ain't no regular chick. I raised the stakes and sword, that's the you that's in me. I'm able to navigate and differentiate what kept me holding back and what elevates. That leaves me to celebrate the fabric that you laid. I'm laying it for mine now, passing on this legacy of a woman divine. How to quit, I never let that fear sit on my shoulder, and how to take it all and strive me since when I got older. Grasp my vision, intermissions never interrupted. I never mind them boys on the block trying to kick me something. Whether storms, whether normal abnormality, accepted in a form of living grace among the casualties. Florette affected and directed me towards a vision, interconnected with the steps to make the hard decisions. I'm only knowing now because I have to grow from all them seeds that you sowed.
Yeah, they say memories never fade. They take them center stage and be what you need them to be until you flip a page. But if ever needed, you could go back to what was made and read it again for the first time and be amazed. The energy that we saved by the lit off high it was made. 59.95 like a robbery tape. Most of the time that energy becomes how you remain. Either that or you wallow in the hollowest wave. Tears for fears in a world that they told us we'd never rule. And wiping your tears with a crown that you never use. I never lose. So if you assume so, the truth goes, I just left from there to get better food. Word to my grandmother who never let me skip a plate, let alone miss one. So even when she slipped away, bet I know how to fix one. Standing on 10 still, and how to make whoever sit still until they dish done. For real.
So what y'all think of that, Maju? You digging that? That new Monie Love? What you think of that?
I think it's pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah, I like that beat. Shout out to Baby Paul. You know, he worked with Nas and DJ Premier. He one of
Damn,
them
really?
underrated from back in the day.
Was that like somebody they tapped in on the East Coast for?
Yep, yep. Baby Paul's from the East Coast. Actually, but his mom lives here in Grand Rapids. Okay, yeah, he got family here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So
More-
anywho, we enjoyed Monie. You know her and Popsy. I wish I could have had it longer, but I'm glad we were able to chat a little bit, and I appreciate her. So we gonna wrap it up for now, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Next show will be December 30th. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? Do we want to watch that clip right quick? Let's watch the strip club clip. So last week they did a strip club situation, and then Brock and Amber cut up. So let's watch that right quick to prep us for the season finale that's coming. By the time you all see this, it'll be the season finale be coming on like right after this show. Like it's coming on 9 o'clock on Thursday on WeTV. So, but let's watch a clip from last week when they did a strip club at the boot camp.
I'm really excited because we go to strip clubs together and we have fun together, and I'm not insecure.
Oh, I see that there's strippers. This is not good. They're just violating all COVID rules. It wasn't until Brock started going crazy that I realized that there's a plexiglass there. If we got this, what you think they got?
Come on, ladies, let's do it. Hey, these men are working hard. And baby, work for the money, work for the money, yes. Ooh, yes.
This is the trap. There's no way, shape, form, or fashion they're sending these two women here unless they're sending two men over there. I'm just worried. I just don't like men around my wife. The jealousy takes over.
Okay, Noriega. Lord have mercy. He a trip. Mr. Know-It-All. Mr. Know-It-All. So, okay, last question, then we gonna wrap it up. Manju and Alex, y'all go to the strip bar together? Would y'all go to the strip club together?
Yeah, we have.
Okay.
I don't see why not. I think it's fun.
I mean, I would, but I want to go see. I want it to be see. This is the double standard. Like I told Ben, I go to the titty bar with you, but you wouldn't go to a male stripper with me. That's the double standard.
I don't think it's a double standard. It's just about the. I don't know. It's just that's just.
So I told Ben the next time
you don't have to come. You know what I'm saying?
It's because Pantheon has better food than Watts or Henry's. That's the real.
Food is good. To be honest, Ben and I have not been together, but I've been with some girlfriends of mine. But I'm not really a strip club person. Like,
yeah, me neither. I go once.
I'm not,
big little or like just to celebrate somebody's birthday, go in there and have fun.
Yeah. It's not really because my main thing is I'm not trying to give you my money. That like I'm cheap. Like I ain't trying to give you my money, but the food is good.
For sure.
And plus I would go on special occasions, but I'm not just gonna be going on a regular like that.
Yeah, I mean, we spend our money on other vices. You got other people who pay them well, who keep them employed. That's just not our profession to do.
Right. I ain't mad at it though. I can see how it would like enhance and get you ready for the sex, like watching the women dance, that would get you a little excited. But I like male strippers.
You could just be chilling with your lady, throw on a movie, pour up a drink.
Right.
Whatever y'all into.
Right.
I don't think a strip club is a form of it, but I always have, there's other forms.
Right. We can throw the pornos on all day. We can do that too, so y'all got to keep it spicy, especially when you're married. Okay. So, that's a show topic. We might need to explore that on the future show topic.
Need to. That'll be fire. Get you some women in here.
Mm-hmm.
Do one series with women and then do another one with men and see.
Mm-hmm.
Or do get two couples in here.
Couples who are strippers?
You could get a couple that's strippers and then maybe some that's more religious than others.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, we're gonna talk about it. Okay, y'all, we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you everyone for listening to Rocky's Reality. We will be back on air December 30th with Beth, who was actually my first guest. But Beth is her album is coming out next year, and then now she has a children's book, I Am Beautiful Inside and Out. And she also has a new holiday single that we'll be playing as well. So that'll take us right into New Year's Eve, into the new year. So thank you everyone for watching, and see you December 30th.